Training students to become the very best lawyers they can be is ultimately at the center of the Ken Starr Institute. Students have the opportunity, under the supervision of trained lawyers, to themselves represent clients and to practice law.
The name really says it all and encapsulates so much about what made Ken a special person, a special dean, a special figure in the law. And that's an institute really organized around the principles of faith, law, and public service. The faith component is really going out into the world and serving, as Ken liked to say, the least of these. And that was very important to him, and I think it's very important to us here to find pockets of opportunity where we can send students out into the world to make a tangible difference.
The opportunity to host the State of Religious Freedom Conference at our chateau in Switzerland really created a one-of-a-kind environment for the participants. And when you're trying to bring together different kinds of people, really to think about difficult problems, it's really an incredible opportunity to have that kind of environment, which really fosters the kind of conversation the Ken Starr Institute is looking for.
I can just say it exceeded all of our expectations. There was an amazing amount of back and forth dialogue amongst the participants. The ability to have these scholars learn from each other in real time at this event was really unique.
The Ken Starr Institute houses two of Pepperdine's most important legal clinics, the Quattrone Wrongful Convictions Appellate Clinic and the Hugh and Hazel Darling Foundation Religious Liberty Clinic.
The seat of the clinic actually came from Frank Quattrone, and he had a special relationship with Judge Ken Starr, and he has an incredible story of exoneration, and the seed of that story is really what gave life to our clinic. He has given us the opportunity to allow our students to work on cases where they can bring that same kind of justice to other people so that they can experience freedom, exoneration, human dignity, all of the things that he experienced with Judge Starr.
It was Dean Starr who would take on cases every year for those who claimed to be innocent. He really imparted on his colleagues here at the law school, and frankly his colleagues back when he was a practicing lawyer, the importance of this work.
One of the best aspects of the Hugh and Hazel Darling Foundation Religious Liberty Clinic is our partnership with Jones Day, under the leadership of former Solicitor General Noel Francisco.
The Hugh and Hazel Darling Foundation Religious Liberty Clinic is probably the most meaningful project I've worked on since being here at Pepperdine. At its core, its goals are both short-term and long-term. In the short term, it teaches students the law of religious liberty and gives them the opportunity to activate that knowledge in order to represent clients in the courts who have significant issues with respect to religious liberty, are looking to advocate on behalf of religious liberty and assert their rights. But the aspirations are also long-term. Ultimately, when we teach generation after generation of Pepperdine law students, it means they're able to go out into the world and actually represent new clients for generations to come.
The Ken Starr Institute is here to fully support the work of the clinic. I'm excited for us to develop programming not only in the clinical capacity, but also in the academic capacity, where we're forwarding dialogues that ultimately see people set free not only through the court systems, but through academia and ultimately legal policy.
We will have partnerships with law firms and NGOs, and this is a great opportunity for our students to work with lawyers who are practicing in these fields. I believe Judge Starr would be very excited that this is his legacy. His legacy is impacting students at such a young and early time in their career to give them the opportunity to spend their whole careers pursuing justice with passion.